Crooked.
So was Slaughterhouse get back together, or is the bridge burnt?
Slaughterhouse is definitely not getting back together. Now, it's different with Slaughterhouse. With Slaughterhouse, it wasn't beef. With Lupe, it felt like it could potentially become a situation where it's like me and him gonna see each other when we see each other. I didn't want that. It was an argument. Both of us are articulate enough and smart enough to be able to talk our way through our emotions without getting upset. Like I said, we handled it wrong. So that's more closer to like what beef would be, even though it wasn't beef. With Crooked and Joel, it never was beef. It never was feelings of beef. Once again, I didn't handle the way that I was feeling well. I didn't handle it well. So with that situation, I was just hurt. I was hurt and I was confused because you know my feelings. Like why would you fuck up something so special? Fuck up a brand so that we felt was so special.
So special.
Because of, you said what?
So special.
Because of whatever personal feelings or whatever it is, whatever the reasons, without even jumping to conclusions or assumptions, there were feelings that weren't conveyed to the other people that were involved. From my end, I'm speaking just about Crook now. I thought me and Crook was tight enough to where with every issue he had, and if he was thinking about, yo, I'm out, I ain't fucking with Slaughterhouse no more, he would just come to me and tell me. So when he didn't do that, and I knew that we had like numerous conversations and he had plenty of opportunities to tell me, that he purposely withheld telling me so they can blindside us with the album, so they can get a response, so they can respond to the response, and then keep, courting engagement. I just felt like me and Crook's relationship was just way, way more family oriented than that. So it was just like, I didn't know how to react. I didn't know if I should be mad. I didn't know if I should be sad. You know what I mean? Like I had like a whole lot of plans and ideas for the Slaughterhouse shit. I was looking forward to going in and doing it because creatively I was in a weird space at that time where I just ain't really know what I even wanted to rap about. So to get in there with them niggas would have been easier for me to do. It would have been an easier next thing for me to do. And then to sit on the phone with everybody and make all these plans and then go to Shady, fight to get the group taken off Shady. We do all these things, we have all these meetings, and then just out of nowhere, boom, they pull that. It was just like a curveball that I wasn't prepared for. You know what I mean? So it never was beef. Yeah, I was getting to a point. It never was beef. It was more like it felt to me more like betrayal. So it's not really.
They gonna come out with a new song.
It's not really nothing for me to like. It's nothing for us to piece up or like. I don't feel like I'm owed like an apology or nothing like that. I'm really not even there with it. I'm more so reflecting back on how I handled myself, how I represented myself, and the way that we went out as a group, as a brand. I hate the way that we went out. Yeah, I became collateral damage. That's absolutely correct. So, but as far as like what we were able to do together, though, I'm still proud of that. I'm still grateful for that. You know what I mean? So it's not all bad. We was never solo. We was never group members. We was always solo artists anyway. So, it had to end at some point. I just don't like the way that it ended. And I felt the way about it. I could have kept a lot of my feelings to myself. I should have kept a lot of my feelings to myself. I don't like the way that I handled it. But in terms of the way Crook and Joel handled it, it's inexcusable. I mean, I forgive whoever feel like that they sorry. I'm gonna give grace, of course, and I'm gonna try to think of like the good memories that I had with niggas. But just in terms of coming back together and trying to rekindle some sort of creative spark, that's not gonna happen.
So you say a glass house, will it ever leak?
If glass house ever leaks, it's not gonna be for me. If it's one thing I'm gonna always do, well, I'm gonna always try to do. I haven't always been, but one thing I'm gonna always do is I'm gonna be a professional. I'm gonna try to be a professional. You know what I mean? I'm gonna honor my relationships and my commitments. I got a relationship with Marshall, Paul, Shady Records. I'm not about to, like do nothing that's like going behind their backs or something that they would feel a way about. I'm not doing that. So I want y'all to hear it though. I feel like if them two guys could have just, if we could have just made it over that hump, if we could have just had one meeting, Crooked could have been yelling. He could have been, him and Joe could have went and had a shot to fade. But if we could have got past that, and we could have got to the Glass House album or to whatever we was gonna do next, I think it would have elevated somewhere higher than it had ever been. I think so, personally, especially judging off of how good Glass House is. Like I can't even listen to it because
Can I listen to it?
You want to listen to it? You can listen to it. It's definitely our best work. Everybody was in a zone and everybody was just super personal and transparent, you know what I mean? And it was just like indicative of where everybody was at the time, coming off of Welcome to Our House, coming off of that and feeling like we didn't really hit our mark, but we learned so much off of just missing the target that we had so much input and we had so much to say, so much that we wanted to talk about. So it became something much better than just us being in there seeing who can rap the best, you know what I mean? Which is one of the things that people always wonder, could we do as a group, you know what I mean? So creatively, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking just because you know the potential. But as a businessman, it's disheartening, you know what I mean? But just as a man, as a person with feelings, it's I don't think I had nobody spin me like that. Like what I was shown in the process of that, even though I was in the wrong with a lot of things that I was saying, what I was shown was just sides of people that I didn't know was there. So I started to just question my own judge of character. Like, damn, I've been around this person in such close proximity, and he's capable of doing some shit like that. I mean, people complain about Joe and talk about Joe this, Joe that, but Joe ain't did nothing like that. Joe ain't doing nothing like that. To me, it's just like, the only way that you could call yourself a stand-up person or just solid with somebody and pull off something like that of that magnitude, it got to come with some lies and some spins, and just to make it to the people feel more like, like you in the right and you well within your right to do something that's just wrong. That's how I felt about it.